In this tutorial, we are going to discuss the equivalent logarithmic laws. Okay, so for instance, if you have been given an expression a, okay, to the power b is equal to c. Okay, so if we are to write a logarithmic expression, this is going to be written like this. Okay, so you're going to get the log of, so you notice that you have this, which is your base here. So this is a base, then this is a power. So the base here will be here. So you are going to get log A, then the power here for the log, okay, the power you're getting for the log is C there. Okay, so you're getting a C there. So you notice where we are equating here, we are putting the C there on the log as on top there, okay? Then we are going to equate it to our power B, okay? So those are the things that you need to follow when writing a logarithmic expression, okay? So you get your A, here it's there, then you get your C, we are equating it to C, so the C will be on top there. Then we are going to say equal to B, so the B is there. Okay, so here we've been given different expressions here. So let's start with the first one, part A. So we've been given 2 to the power 20 is equal to 1, 0, 2, 4 there. Okay, so now we have to write a logarithmic expression there. So what we are going to do in this case, we are going to say we'll follow this procedure. Okay, so you can say our A is our base, which is 2 there. So we're going to say log of, so now our base is 2. So where there's A there, we're going to put a 2 there. Okay, then we are equating it to 1024. Okay, so meaning here on top of the log, we are going to put 1024. Okay, then we are going to equate it to the power there, which is 10. So that would be equal to 10. That's for part A. Okay, so we can go to part B there. So part B, we are having 2 to the power negative 6 is equal to 1 over 64. Okay, so if we are to write a logarithmic expression in that case, so it's going to look like this. So you get our log the same way. So this is the statement that you need to follow here. Immediately when you know this, all is well. Okay, so we get your log there. You know our base is 2, so 2 is going to come there down. Then we are equating it to 1 over 64. So we are going to have 1 over 64 on top. And then this will be equal to our power, which is negative 6. So that's what we are having there. So these are the logarithmic expression we are getting, okay? So we can go to part C, okay? So part C, we have the root of, okay? So here we are having the root of, so here we are having the cube root. So you have the 3 inside. Then you have a cube root of 125 is equal to 5. Okay, so here we haven't been given this expression in form of this. So we need to change this, what we have in here, to indices form. Okay, so here we can easily change this to indices, to an indice. Okay, so you know that when you are given an indice, okay, okay, so you know that if you are given an index with a fraction, so let's say you have this one here, which is 27, let's say to the power 2 over 3, okay? You know that the denominator usually becomes your root, okay? So in this case, you can have the root of 3, okay? Then 27 is our base there. Then the numerator there, the number on top becomes a power. That's what we have when we are dealing with indices. Now here we've been given a root. We need to take it back to an indice form. So meaning here we are having some sort of a 1 there. It's not showing, so we're having some sort of 1 there, okay? So meaning if we are to take back, we know that our 125 is our base, okay? So our 125 is our base. Now we have this root, okay? 3, the cube root there, and 1 there. So we need 1 to be a denominator and 1 a numerator. So you've seen that the root is actually the denominator. So we have over 3, and then the power there, which is to the power 1, is the numerator. So 1 there. Then this will be equated to 5. Now we can follow our equivalent logarithmic rule there. So we are getting 125 as the base. So we're going to say log of we get 125 as the base there. Then we are equating it to 5, so 5 will be on top. Then this will be equal to our power, which is 1 over 3, like that. Just like that, you are done. That's the expression there. So the first thing you do with this one, you change your root here into an indices. Then when you have an index there, you can now proceed with the logarithmic rule. Okay, so you apply the rule of logarithm. Okay, then let's do the last one, okay, which is part D there. So for D, we are having a 27 to the power negative 2 over 3. Okay, this will be equal to 1 over 9. Okay, so we can say log of, so the base is 27, we have 27 there. Then the number on top we are equating to 1 over 9. So we are going to have 1 over 9 there. Then this will be equals to, okay, so this will be equal to negative 2 over 3. Okay, so those are the rules when it comes to logarithmic expressions. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.